My mom was in Hollywood, and she was really the top Hollywood actress at the time. And she went to see Open City and loved the film, was really very taken by it. And then a year later, another film by Rossellini came out, and that was Paisan. And at that point, she wrote my father a letter saying, I want to work with you. You're so talented. And she felt that the director of that stature should be given an opportunity in America, in Hollywood. You have to think that that was Italy after the war. Italy was a fascist country, was the enemy. Italy had been devastated by the war. It would be as if today Julia Roberts writes an Iraqi director, I want to work with you. So my father, when he received the letter, he couldn't believe his luck and started to think of a subject that could include my mom, because he was used to think of subject for his Italian life. He only worked with Italian actors and non-actors. Anna Magnani was his companion and his actress. So there is a letter that we have still that my father wrote to my mother saying that he took a car from Rome one morning and was driving down to Naples. And between Rome and Naples, there were some refugee camps. And he slowed down, and there were refugee camps, but there were barbed wire, and there was a woman, obviously a refugee, that wasn't allowed to come out of the camp, that was smiling at the car as they were going by, especially at men. And she was obviously trying to seduce a man. And father wondered why she was doing that. And he thought, maybe that's her only way out, because she's probably caught in the refugee camp, in all this paper of all these displaced people after the war. Maybe maybe her country has been destroyed, her family has been killed, and here she is. She doesn't want really to go back. They're trying to get the papers back to send her back to Poland or, I don't know, Romania, wherever she comes from. So that was the sparkle, that was the idea. And that's how Stromboli starts, with a woman played by my mom, so a blonde, blue eye, that seduces a Sicilian fisherman. She just does that because she wants to get out of the camp. And Sicilian is delighted to have this blonde beauty for his wife and takes her to Stromboli, which is this island, very primitive island, not anymore. Today they're a great resort. But at the time, there were this really abandoned island in the northern Sicily, volcanic island. It takes her there. And she finds herself now prisoner of a culture that doesn't belong to her. And it's the story is about that conflict. And there's this absolute beautiful letter that tells you how neorealism starts. It doesn't start from a novel, from melodrama. It starts from a reality. And as I say in my film, I don't know why the critic called films neorealism. They should have called it probable film. And that's how my father did. There were probability. He saw something, he used it in his film, he made a supposition. So some of it wasn't a documentary, some of it was invented, but it was very plausible. It was a probable film.